My name's Eric. I'm from rent2ownforless.com. We basically do a lot of these transactions. That's our full-time job. I've done over 35 of these myself in the last year. And today I'm going to talk to you about the difference between lease option, rent-to-own, and lease purchase. Just to start out, rent-to-own and lease option are the same thing. You've got a rental agreement and you've got a lease agreement, and these are pretty much just like any other lease agreements with a few bit of differences. The key parts are, they take, you're setting a period of time in which the house can be rented for. In our agreements, they can be extended if the person is close to buying and they've been a good tenant during that time. They show what damage the owner is responsible for and what damage the tenant is responsible for. Now, just to point it out, in all of our agreements, the owners or the tenants are responsible for any damage, because that's pretty common, because it's seen as an owner financing type of transaction. We want people to treat the house as if they're theirs, and take care of any damage that they may cause to the house. Now, the second part to that is the option agreement. Now, an option agreement is what gives you the right to purchase the house for a period of time. They're most commonly used when you're talking about builders getting an option on land. They'll get an option and to buy the land at a certain price for a period of time, and they'll pay usually a couple grand. It's called option consideration. Now, that's important to differentiate that is option consideration. That's not a security deposit. It's non-refundable. So you want to be sure that you're going to buy if you're going to be getting into these sorts of agreements. In an option, you're not contractually required to buy. You have the option, but again, you're going to be putting some money up front. And the nice thing about it is the price is locked in for a period of time. So let's say the market value goes up, you're still locked in at that price. Okay, what is lease purchase? Lease purchase is not the same as rent to own. It's not the same as lease with option to buy. With a lease purchase, you have a lease agreement, which is very similar. But instead of an option agreement, you've got a purchase agreement. Now, the purchase sets a specific date in which you are to buy the house. If you do not buy, you are you're in default to the contract, and you would lose any earnest money deposits you have up. And they're usually a little bit shorter term. Maybe there's like one or two things you need to work on before buying, or just for whatever reason you're not able to purchase yet. And they're most common with realtors. Realtors on the MLS, this is the vehicle they're most familiar with using, at least in the state of North Carolina, and that's where you see these most. So if you're not sure that you can close pretty quickly, I would not get involved in a lease purchase agreement. So if you like this information, if you wanted some more, please go to rent2ownforless.com. We've got a 10-part video informational series that'll just kind of give you some tips to get ready for home ownership, and kind of pitfalls that you can avoid by doing things the right way, and we'll kind of walk you through that. So again, that's rent2ownforless.com. Thanks a lot.